What a cracker of a day for a maintenance day out here today. Gonna do some fixing on the edges. We pulled the plugs out and stuff with a bit of sand. Gonna get some fertiliser down to keep this thing nice and green after that 3mm cut. If you missed that, make sure you check that video out. I was just a tad excited. Oh my goodness, man, that looks ridiculous. But let's rip into it. Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. Let's get straight into it. Let's put some sand down on these spots just here. So these are areas that I plugged out and they've repaired ridiculously over winter time at the moment. Like, we've really had that nearly fill in, which is great. So we're gonna fill up with sand to help promote some more lateral growth. Because the green is still growing, we might as well utilize that growth and get it to repair. So the main reason we use sand for repairing bare spots is, one, there's no weed seeds in there. It's also quite loose, so it's going to let drainage happen quite well, like water's going to drop through it nicely. Less likely it's going to wash unless you have really, really heavy rain. And also, this is a sand green, so it's going to be good to put sand back on the area where there was sand already. Now, it's also going to help retain a little bit more heat, unless you're using something like a black soil, but sand will catch a little bit more heat as well, so it will promote a little bit of extra growth in these areas here. And we don't need to do much when doing this. It's only really a light dusting just to fill in those bare areas, make it level so that the surrounding grass has a chance to fill in. Then all we need to do is get our lawn level, run it across it like that. And that's all there is to it. Now, I would not recommend doing this if your lawn is not growing. So this time of year, there's a chance if you've got like cooch, kikuyu, buffalo or something like that, your lawn really isn't going to creep sideways. Now, if you've got something like a bunch type grass, like ryegrass, again, you need to chuck some seed down with it, because chucking sand down isn't going to help promote lateral growth. Whereas bent grass and even Kentucky bluegrass, which are cool season grasses, they'll creep sideways as long as you're feeding it or you got the perfect temperatures like spring and autumn for cool season grass. If you want to be doing it with cooch and kike and buff, recommend doing it more towards summer or the end of spring and the start of autumn, where the soil temps are up a little bit higher, and that grass is going to love it. Now, another reason why I need to do this pretty regularly, and I'll be doing a lot more regularly in the springtime, is because this green still has humps and bumps and uneven areas, especially in areas like this that did wash and were a little bit dodgy. So regular top dressing is going to be a thing for me probably once a week, once the growing season kicks up again. So I use that Eco 250 and I'll be going over this green once a week, and I'm going to actually be doing more heavy top dressers in the springtime and back it off a bit in the summer when the area's under stress. Might back it back to nothing if we need to use heaps and heaps of water and the temps are super high. But yeah, not something that I do a regular dusting over the whole green this time of year, because it's not quite growing enough. I can do a light one. I might even do a light one next week, like a really, really light one, and just see how it responds, because it is still growing, but it's not something I'd regularly be doing, and I definitely wouldn't be doing it heavy. Today we're going to be applying my mix again, which is going to be our Brilliance, our Roots and our Fertilisers as well, plus some Survival, which is going to be some kelp, just to help with the roots over the winter time. It's just going to be a little bit extra. Like, these products do help promote root growth, but I always love chucking a little bit of liquid kelp in there as well. Plus this Enhance here, which is one of the main reasons why my green is still staying green this time of year. If you've still got some colour in your lawn or a little bit of growth, some liquid iron and a little bit of nitrogen like what is in here is really going to help with frost burn and going to help your plant actually produce a bit more chlorophyll and also photosynthesize a bit better from the sunlight. So really good way if you're getting some frost burn or some damage or something. Great way to get some more colour back in your lawn. And these are really going to help with our microbes. We've got some fulvics and humics in this Fertiliser as well. and a little bit of NPK just to help with the overall plant health and the vigor of the plant as well, which is ideal for me with me cutting down even lower, 3 mil. We want to keep that plant health up and going. So let's mix these all up. We're putting every single product out at 200 mil per 100 square meters just to make it nice and easy. That's the rate I stick to whenever I apply these products. Unless I'm applying weekly, I'll bump it back to 100 mil per 100 square meters. So 200 mil of each product over 100 square meters. So using this mix of products well is going to be really, really good for helping those areas I just sanded repair and help them push the sand a little bit more. And it's just going to help the rest of the green with its overall health. Fight disease, as I've said in previous videos, especially that Fertiliser product is great for that. Actually a really good product to mix with fungicides as well if you've got some disease. It's going to really help kick some more growth back into those areas and just help them repair. But let's put it out, 2 directions. Bit of a bum the sun's gone away. It's going to get cold again, I reckon. Just nasty, man. Winter time just needs to hurry up and finish. It's only just started. But let's spray it. One of my nozzles has like a little frayed edge on it, so I've just got to change the nozzle out to another one because it's not spraying properly. So change it out, keep going. You got to make sure you do this too, otherwise we'd have weird stripes along the green, which would not be ideal. So I did check the nozzles beforehand, but clearly not well enough. I just noticed it when I started cruising along, they were just looking nasty and not good. So you gotta, every time you go out and spray, you have got to double check your nozzles to make sure they're working properly. Which I did do, but obviously not well enough. It's even worse. These are old nozzles I'm replacing as well. Like these aren't brand newies I'm putting on. They're ones that I just had in there, which I've used in the past. So some of them aren't great either. And it's got a bird edge on it too. Yes! There we go. We're good. A lot better. I do love the smell of that liquid fern. It's just got a good stank to it. Ooh, it's almost like Vegemite. It's a weird smell. But unfortunately today I'm not going to be doing anything on these fairways because we got 20 mil rain last night and they are sopping wet at the moment. There's no way I'm spraying anything on top of that or running the power rake on that because it's just smush. There's so much smush in there. It's not funny. And even the top fairway up here is the same dealio, like it's just wet all the way throughout. It's a bit of a bummer, but it's just this time of year. At least we're getting rain at the moment too. Like a lot of places aren't getting rain, so we're pretty lucky here in Orange to be getting rain 1 to 2 times a week. Might need to sort out some drainage on the outside of these fairways in the future because all the water sort of runs off these areas and down to here and just sort of sits here. But I mean, once there's grass there as well, it will soak it up and it won't be a huge problem. But a lot of it just runs down towards the dam as well. But yeah, even through here is just, look at it, soaking wet at the moment. One question I have for you guys is, where do you think I should put a bunker around this green? My thoughts are maybe up the back here somewhere, sort of where that tripod is there and where this gravel is that I still need to clear out. A big one up the back here. I don't really want to put one out the front because I just want it to be shown off with ryegrass and stuff. Or if I did do it at the front, it would be up this side over here a little bit more. The plan behind those trees there down here is to get lots of colour in there, some garden beds, probably some azaleas, a couple of different things that go all the way up around to that stone wall, all the way up there, which we're planning to get a big nice sign on there as well in the future, a nice rustic looking sign. But I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put a bunker. Anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments below what you guys think. I'll put a drone shot up too so you get an idea of how it looks and where would be the best placement. But yes, hopefully I'll find somewhere decent for it to go, and then I've got to decide what sort of style bunker I want to do. I was looking at doing one of those riveted bunkers with the turf. Not too sure, I might just do a simple bunker. We'll do proper drainage and everything in the bunker, but yeah, I'm just trying to decide. But I want some really, really white sand in there as well. I reckon that looks cool. Loving how good the colour is this time of year though. Really, really loving it, especially that ryegrass. It's just next level, bro. But thanks guys so much for watching. Appreciate you guys so much. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys very soon.